this very moment because that's the perfect timing.
Of course.
Sorry to everybody. Maybe it'll make you thirsty or something. I don't know.
Great. ASMR right there.
Especially as loud as I swallow. I'm one of those people. I swallow loud or anything. But hello, everybody. Welcome to the watch party. Whether you're going to be watching live with us or on the rewatch of season 1, episode 1 of Good Omens. I just finished the audiobook yesterday.
Let me mute myself because my dog has decided to join the conversation.
Yeah, he wants to be dog, actually. And I totally forgot how much I love this because I watched Good Omens back when it came out in like 2019, which I'm sad to say was 3 years ago, not last year. So, but I saw it and I didn't even know it was a book, but it was fun to watch. And I didn't really fully commit it to memory. So I'm glad we're doing this rewatch. And I got to read the book for the first time or listen to the audiobook, however you want to say it. So that is happening. And upside, I already have the streaming service for it because I always worry with some of our books that it's going to be like one of the streaming services I don't have, which is actually not that many now. I got like every streaming service. We canceled cable and satellite, and so now we got like all the other stuff. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. Oh, disclaimer for anybody watching, we will not give spoilers or tie into the book at all. We are only going to be commenting on the show. So if you haven't read the book, don't worry, we have you covered. You'll be okay regarding your feedback for that, in case you did not read the book. Though I will say there is not much difference, but that's all I'm going to say on the matter. That's all I'm going to say. We're not going to mention any more, but only what you see on the screen. So, I guess
I
you got any
am
comments
driving.
to say? Oh yeah, you're going to be writing down notes.
I'm probably going to watch it again. So I haven't watched it also since 2019. So because I
have to watch the entire season before Sunday now. I finished the book yesterday. Now I got to watch the whole season. And I had today off work. So I was like, you know what? This is a perfect time. Because otherwise, I'm kind of packed live stream wise this weekend with scripting the book and some other streams. So I was like, let's just do Tuesday as a kickoff. And then, hey, if you're joining with us, you're going to be done by Sunday. Sunday at 12 Eastern is the goal to be done with all, 8 episodes? I think.
Yes.
8 episodes. And they're about 50 to an hour a piece. So, and we do have Cool Gamer in the chat.
Hey, Cool Gamer. Yeah, so I'm going to try and do it in 3-hour chunks. So I'm going to do this one just to be excited about it again and do my commentary and, as we're watching. And then I'm going to watch 3 episodes starting with this one and just take my notes. So I'm going to have a heads up on this one as far as taking notes. And honestly, I did not take notes when I was reading. And I'm like, why did I not? I was just enjoying it so much.
I've never taken notes at all, actually. In any of the series we watch, I don't take notes. And I don't know why. I think it's kind of like why I don't take pictures when I'm having a good time. It's like I just want to be in the moment. I feel like taking notes is pulling me away from the moment. So,
yeah. I don't know. And taking notes is what I do if I have time to actually go back. Or if something absolutely stands out, I'll jot it down. Yeah. But I like to be in the book or in the show when I'm watching or reading. And I get engulfed. And then the next thing I know, I'm like, holy smokes, that was the whole thing. And I have nothing written down. So I'll usually go back. I'm like, where was that thing at that I wanted to make a note of and do it that way? Yeah.
I do.
Sometimes I can't find it though.
I do try to remember when it captured me, because I will admit when I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm not 100% there sometimes. But I'm usually listening while I'm running, or I'm in the shower. I always have to multitask. I don't know why. That's my idea. And yes, hi JC. Hey, JC. But I remember, and I'll say this, I'll remember during a certain scene, I don't even want to say it, during a certain scene, I actually stopped what I was doing and I'm like, what's going to happen? Like, because the words, the pace and the tone and everything, it was like a, like, build up. And I was like, I got to know what happens. I had to like pause. It was like the equivalent of turning down the volume on the radio so that you could follow the directions. I was trying to follow the directions the book was sending me on. So yeah.
So I'm excited for our discussion on Sunday, you guys.
I can't wait. I'm going to enjoy the homework of finishing all 8 episodes. So I figured if I can at least, I'm looking at it as if, today's Tuesday, if I could do 2 today. So it's like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, shoot. No, I don't even have to do 2 a day.
Yeah, because there are only 6.
There's only correct? 6? I thought there was 8. We should know this.
8? Let me double check. Oh, no.
There's 6.
I'm like, okay.
There's 6.
I'm like, I planned it out to do 2 or 3 at a time, and I can definitely be done by Friday. And then that will give me Saturday to go back and do any note taking that I need. My hardest thing is names. You guys if you've seen any of the scripting the books, I'm like that person, or I'll just totally give someone a wrong name, and I'm like, I'm like, you know who I'm talking about.
I'm horrible with names. Well, and then if you have similar characters, like when we talked about with Emma, I was like, they all had like the same last name. I was like, I can't keep track. But JC agrees with us that taking notes is just like we're consuming the literature.
Yeah, it makes it more like schoolwork when you have to take notes.
Yeah, I'm not doing a book report. I mean, we're technically it's an oral presentation that we're doing, but this is more of our own stance. There's not going to be a freaking English teacher that goes, yes, well, your interpretation is incorrect. What? That was my biggest pet peeve in school, was your interpretation. I was like, it's my interpretation. How can my interpretation be incorrect? Did you know the author personally? And plus, how many authors, now that I've written stuff, I'm like, how many authors where people go, oh, I love what you did here with the foreshadowing and the symbolism. And they go, yeah,
okay.
Sure. Okay. Like
they were like, I was just writing the thing, but
yeah, I just chose that name. I just chose that name because it was the flower growing outside my window. There was no other reason.
That's the only reason why she's named Daffodil. But I'm glad you found that metaphor in the story.
And I'm wondering how much in history has that happened where and if the author's alive, where they just go, I'm not gonna correct it, because that sounds better, way better than I just.
You make me sound smarter than I actually was.
Because even when Chandra and I are doing our flashes, Chandra said she loves something, and I let Chandra know that I didn't prepare. But if it was let's say I was a big deal, and it was a journalist who's writing up a review or something like that, and goes, and the eloquence and stuff, and I go, what? Yeah, I'm not gonna correct that. I'm just gonna make them pretend I sound smarter than I do, if it goes that way. Now, if it's coming the other way where they are tearing me down because I didn't think it out, and I go, well, obviously you didn't get what I was writing, then I'll chime in. But if it makes me sound smarter, I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Absolutely.
So right now, Nia and I have our video playing services, which, by the way, Amazon Prime is where Good Omens is right now. We got it paused on about 5 seconds in.
Yeah.
And you should see a war written in red showing on your screen if you're joining with us. I'm going to give it just a few more seconds in case people are clicking or trying to finalize. Loki and his chaos.
Yeah, he's the neighbors. Let me try to bribe him. I will go on mute for you guys too, because he's very random. He will hear things, and I'm like, I don't even know what you hear. The neighbors literally checking the mail.
My dogs will growl, and I look outside, and I'm like, where's the cat? Where's the bunny? Where's the squirrel? Let me see something.
If you're and then I'm
still gonna get onto you because it's annoying. But I was like, at least let me think that you have a purpose, not just crazy.
Sometimes I'm like, he's just like, come look out the window with me.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like he's doing. I'm like, there's nothing there. What is it?
Absolutely nothing.
Good boy.
Well, luckily that helped the time. So,
yes.
I will keep my microphone open. And if you've ever seen Mystery Science Theater or you've seen a script in the book watch parties, I will be chiming in the whole time. And we will let you know when we plan to stop. With 51 minutes, I assume it's going to be around maybe 25 to 30-minute mark. We'll be stopping. We haven't really scoped that time out completely,
because it's
but we'll be
about
fine.
53 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I got
and I'll
51:33.
Yeah, occasionally I will pop in the chat where we're at time-wise in case anybody needs to run errands or if someone comes in late, so they'll like kind of get an idea of where we're at. Yeah, so I'm excited to see this again. I know I enjoyed it the first time. I kind of like gobbled it up and was like, what is going on? So yeah,
I think I'll do better not confusing Ethereal and Crowley. I'll do better this go around. So the actors still look very similar to me. Like I feel so bad that I feel that they're almost
I'm a Doctor Who fan, so David Tennant's my favorite Doctor, so he will never be confused with anybody. As soon as I see him in anything, I'm like, I'm watching it. Yeah. Oh, this movie's terrible, but it's David Tennant's in it, so.
Yeah, that we all have our guilty pleasure where it doesn't matter how bad the movie is, we're still going to watch it because of that one actor. I think Tom Hanks
surprisingly he's in a lot of good things, so
that's good.
Yeah, it helps. He played one thing. He was like a total creeper. I was like, oh, David, I don't like you as this character.
I don't like you.
You are terrible.
Yeah, I have to remember sometimes that when a character is meant to be creepy or sleazy or something like that, and it creeps me out, I have to remember it's the actor doing very well.
Yes, exactly. Like he's doing a good job.
And let's hope we're good. So, all right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. So this show is rated 16 plus, by the way. I can't remember why. I just love how it's taken apart our idea of how Earth was created. And it just says everything that you assume is wrong.
And I love the visuals here of how they play this out. It's so entertaining.
And then they say everything's incorrect. Then they say this one person is incorrect by a quarter of an hour. Everyone else was completely wrong, but this guy was incorrect by a quarter of an hour.
Sit.
That is a beautiful metaphor, playing poker in a dark room with inevitable states.
Yeah.
The Earth is a Libra.
I like that as a Libra.
My mother-in-law said that to me. She did something. I was like, really? And she goes, well, Natalie, you have to remember I'm a Libra. And I'm like, okay. Isn't that foreshadowing where it starts as it ends with the garden? So are they talking about the apocalypse? I did enjoy that. I mean, diversity to me is so key in casting, and I love it when I see it. And I hate that I still recognize it as diversity. I wish I could just watch it and go, oh, it is
One
what it
day
is.
it'll be like, this is just how it is.
Yeah,
But
it's not
we're
me
not
gonna
there
be.
yet.
I'm not going to be cheering. At some point, I don't want to be cheering, as bad as that sounds, but you know what I mean. I don't want to constantly cheer every time I see diversity.
Like, yes, these creators get it, and it's fine.
Absolutely.
One day it's going to be the norm, and people aren't going to have a cow when they see diversity. Hello, old grumpy mama.
Hey, dear. Hey, you get to watch a show.
If you're
with
just
us.
coming in, we're right at 3:30, 3 minutes and 30 seconds on Good Omens.
One thing I find interesting is that we always depict the serpent as the devil, and I like that it's Crowley. Like, it's someone.
Yeah.
That's all. Crawley, not Crowley. Always think of Mr. Crowley, the song.
Yeah.
The humor. Fruit tree in the middle of a garden with a don't touch sign.
No, let's not bark, Bevy. This dialogue is just so fun.
I know. I gave it away. She's expecting there's animals. But this is how we show the two characters bond, where they both kind of care about people and
Oh my god.
the physical comedy.
I know.
That just summarizes the whole premise. Is that it'd be funny if we got it wrong, where I did the good thing and you did the bad one. Meaning the angel did bad and the demon did good. Like, I just.
Yeah. It's that whole part of who is actually the bad guy. Depends on whose side you're on. If you're on the other
and
side,
no one's
the other
100%.
people are always the bad guy. Right.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, oh god, I'm trying to remember what movie or whatever I saw, and it said monster is a relative term to a mouse. A cat is a monster. And I forget what. If I shouted at my husband, he'd know it. But yeah, I did enjoy. I was like, I wonder if there's good Omen music for the post on Instagram or the story on Instagram. And then when I found it, I was like, yes, because I totally
that was
forgot.
so perfect.
And then there was little chibi characters of Ethereal and Crawley.
Yeah, they were so cute.
Yeah.
I was like, look at this post. It's adorable.
I'm just glad I checked my phone right before going to sleep, and then I saw you send the post, and I was like, I'm making it now. We're promoting this thing. I will say, I am enjoying, for the sake of this conversation, that we have this long intro, and the artisticness of it is great, because it is kind of covering the history of the world. Yeah, like we got the Tower of Babel, I believe was one thing going down, and kind of how these characters are continuing on. But at the same time, it's long and annoying a little bit too. If you're like, I just want to watch the show. And now 11 years ago. why is it always like a picnic basket? You know? The soundtrack. Every time I see that car, I just think Corella DeVille. What, like it's hard to corrupt a politician, by the way, if anyone's wondering where my verbiage is coming in. What movie is that? Oh,
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World.
Henry
Okay.
Rowe.
My husband was listening. By the way, my monster comment what came from Jurassic World.
And he's being so clever in the way that he has tormenting people, and they are just like, no, we're not buying it. And he's like, what I've done is so much better. Yeah.
But you do notice the differences between them. He's kind of like this groovy dude or a little bit, whereas these other guys are like, the only way I can think of it is like doing a Catholic mass in Latin versus modern day worship, Sunday worship of like modern language and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're still stuck in Latin, the older demons, and he's like, hey, let's have some new age music.
Okay, those little hands on the dude's head are super creepy.
Mm-hmm. The fact that they said a tool, I wanted Crowley to just be like, did you just call me a tool? Oh. Maybe that's the 16 and plus rating.
Just yeah, the language.
But it was just the S word.
Yeah. Not you too, Loki.
totally different lifestyle between the Asferial and Crowley. I totally forgot John Hamm was in this.
Oh yeah. But you can see they're both enjoying Earth and the world a little too much.
Gabriel is not the same as the. It's not Megatron or whatever, the voice of God, right? Okay. They're giving her cravings in the middle of labor. It's what's his face? God. He's a. God, what is his name? He was in Parks and Rec. I'm just trying to remember his name.
Yeah, I was like, the Parks and Rec guy. What's his name?
I can't remember his character name in Parks and Rec. I think this is just my ignorance and everything, but are people still going even in the late 80s to nunneries for giving birth? I love Sister Gracious. She's like, I think he's happy not to be going in the room.
Yeah, he's totally like, that's cool. I'll hang back. It's fine.
Yeah, no problem. Shouldn't argue with the nuns. Oh, the comedy of errors.
Mm-hmm. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. This makes me think of the playwright of, I think it was Noises Off, and there's this entire backstage scene where the people backstage aren't saying anything, and it's just this like constant moving and everything accounted for. That line didn't age well.
No.
Lilo, my dog,
character.
my dog just started barking. It's like my daughter's already inside, home from school. Oh, the wink. Yes. He has that laugh.
I'm gonna be downstairs.
Okay. That is such a strange
the
name
fact
to
that
me.
she went with it, though.
Yeah. Damien would have been better. I love the saying that you never know how many people you dislike until you're trying to choose a name for your child.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, no, not that name. No, not that name either. All right, this phone scene is a little bit more than halfway.
Oh.
He wanted to break.
And right after he hangs up, let's pause. 2640. And by he, I mean Crowley.
Yes. All right, let me find the comments I can fit that we're pausing at there.
Yep. I can type it in.
Why are you trying to have a conversation, Loki?
Loki is his own character. I've been so productive the last 2 days. It's been great.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
All right. So far, I love the characters in the sense of design of the characters, the consistency between Crawley, who used to be Crowley, now he's Crowley. God, that gets confusing, but it's not too bad. I mean, at least it's the same character. It's not like we have two characters, one Crowley, one Crowley. So, but
just pronunciation,
yeah, his consistency is good, but that at the same time showing evolution through his attire of we've moved through time, and this much later. For some reason, I was thinking it was like late 80s that the Antichrist was born based off the book, but I think in the movie it's later, but then it also seems around the same time anyways. Like the Bluetooth in the car threw me off.
Yeah, that the videoing
Yes.
FaceTiming with the delivery. Mm-hmm. But he was a politician, so maybe they'd be a little bit ahead of the time and have a little bit of technology.
Yeah, but the internet would be difficult, especially like they're trying to make it in the middle of nowhere.
Mobile internet in the middle of nowhere would be. So it's got to be mid-late 90s at least. But it's fictional also, so I think
so I mean,
a little bit you have to like kind of roll with it.
artistic license. We're not going to completely
in this
throw
world.
them out. Though I am jumping in right now, and that's writing credits. I'm trying to get the characters. Nick Offerman, that's the guy.
Okay. Yeah.
I had to look it up. I just couldn't not. So Nick Offerman.
That guy.
Yeah. I am interested. The cinematography of going back and forth, be like, hey, like, remember the game 3-card Monty? Let's try to follow along in the baby. So that was a good correlation, but I feel like it would have been hard to follow, and I think I didn't follow initially when I was watching. It took reading to realize, like, I knew there was a mix-up. I just didn't know exactly who or where.
Who and how.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wait, which baby went where? And now we have the extra baby. You know,
yeah. And I'm still curious about their storylines.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I found it so entertaining. Just a
lot of comedic elements from the get-go and everything, and setting in a lot of showing. Like, for example, as Adam and Eve were leaving the Garden of Eden and a storm came overhead, Aziraphale used his wing to cover Crawley's head.
Yeah.
And I found that
cute.
That was a cute moment. And then, of course, their banter back and forth. And then, like, the epitome of who does good, who does bad situation. But all in all, though, let's face it, we're halfway through the first episode, and technically this is all backstory.
Yeah.
Technically. But it's entertained enough that it doesn't feel like an infodump. It doesn't feel like and everything, like dragging on or whatever it is. It has that entertainment value.
We really don't. It doesn't feel at all like it's backstory. You don't know that it's backstory really.
Until you get in present day. Then you're
like, oh wait. I do remember the first time watching this being like, oh, whatever happened with I remember thinking, whatever happened with the nuns and stuff, because like when you're done with them, you're done, and that was years ago, so we're done with that. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering, because isn't it a series, the book? A book series, right?
I
think the way it ends, it kind of should.
I know. It's like,
and even the way the 6th episode, the way that ends, not to
the 6 episodes definitely
like it alludes to there's more that's gonna happen. So, but I think they did well. I will say some of the cinematography is a bit dark, but and the way, you know what, we already touched on it, and I don't mind bringing up the casting. The casting was a great choice. Diversity of casting was great. And then the comedy throughout, which is a very Neil Gaiman thing, is just, it keeps you engaged. It's almost like the algorithm of like TikTok and everything, like where they almost got it timed, like right when you're like, oh, okay, oh wait, there's a funny joke, and you're engaged again. Then it kind of slows down. You're like, oh, joke, and it kind of keeps you engaged. But I still enjoy it. I can't think of anything more, because really right now, as we already said, it's backstory, but it is going to pick up. If anybody watching the show doesn't like the first episode, I would say at least give it till the end of the 2nd episode before you decide not to watch. Mostly because I have a 3-episode rule with shows. If it doesn't have me pulled into the story by the end of the 3rd episode, then I'll DNF it. So, other than that, I can't think of anything else. You got any other points?
No. I was just trying to look and see. They said there's a possible sequel, and I see what looks like a box collection, but I don't think that the story's necessarily
chronological.
Yeah. The Nice and Accurate Prophecies of Agnes Nutter. That's what I'm
which
reading. Good
is
Omens. So it
is
looks
a
like
book
just
that's alluded.
yeah.
Yeah. So, hi, Anne, Sophie.
Hey, Aunt Sophie, how you doing? We're
Welcome
gonna
to
pick it back up at about 26:40. We're ending one scene and we're gonna finish the other half. So if you want to hang out with us and listen to our commentary as we watch these really great actors. Hey,
That
Kelly.
all-star cast.
I
Absolutely.
mean, yeah, even the characters that only show up for seconds.
Yeah,
It's
like because
I know all of these people. I'm just like, it's so cool.
like Sister Loquacious is what they call her. I luckily I having subtitles helps me correctly pronounce things. But that actress played that role really well. Like you immediately knew her stance in the show, like or in the nunnery, and like how others have viewed her, and then how she viewed herself. And then I love the commentary because it is one of my favorite scenes. Is the entire Wink interaction about how and it's because that whole idea of what you're saying versus what you're displaying and what is inferred can be totally different things. Even if you're using words, you could be saying, "Oh, bless her heart," but what you really mean is, "Oh God."
Yeah.
But what someone else is here is like, "Oh, thank you," like, and they go with it. So I always find that interesting. But that entire pause for that moment to me was well worthy commentary. So
yeah, that was great. It's like you didn't give me an assignment, and it's like who doesn't get tasked with doing things. It's just like chef's kiss.
Yep. So we got about 25 minutes left in the episode. For episode 1, there is 6 episodes total for season 1, so you have plenty of time between now and Sunday to watch this. We'll get you through the first episode. The other 5 are on your to watch it before Sunday at 12 p.m. when we do scripting the book on Mia's channel.
Yes.
So awesome. Are we ready? We're starting at 26 minutes and 40 seconds. Crowley is just now leaving a little phone booth. I forgot to call it that for a second. Ready? All right, 3, 2, 1. I do like highlighting London locations other than just like Buckingham Palace and everything, like the normal Big Ben and London Bridge. Like, let's talk about the park.
Yeah, here's a regular park that people would go to.
Well, not delivered.
Not delivered.
This fighting of who's in heaven and hell. Now they're playing into what they like about Earth. The thing is, Crowley is trying to make it seem like he's above it, and Aziraphale is the one that's clinging to Earth, but Crowley he tries to fight it, but he is just as attached.
He really is.
I love the throwback to history. My goodness.
His Cruella de Vil style driving is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Get thee behind me. After you. I bet those contacts were so itchy.
I can hardly understand anything you're saying. It's great.
That's why I'm so happy I have subtitles. But I always have subtitles because having dogs and kids and stuff, I sometimes can't hear what's going on because they're being loud.
Hey, I like the sound of music. Not over
Yeah,
and over.
like I'm actually that person that if I really like something, I will force myself to stop watching or not to withhold it so I can make the joy last as long as possible. Music wise, movie wise, show wise, whatever. But then when it comes to candy, I'm like, nah, I'll kill the damn bag.
Yikes. Huh?
Chattering order.
I know. Like yeah, y'all might want to just get out of there.
So it's funny because he jumped because something lit behind him. And I think that they kept that in because they couldn't reshoot this part. But that was the actor actually getting scared for a moment.
Oh, geez.
Like, oh, wait.
These special effects are really good.
But he tried to play it off and laugh. The fact that they're plotting a plot and already.
Mm-hmm.
I just see. The play on language of "I'll be damned" is not that bad. You'll get used to it.
These costumes,
like caricatures of themselves, and it's just. That kid is not 5. That kid is at least 7. I'm just saying. It's one of my pet peeves when it comes to working with kids, and they try to pass them with another age.
Yeah. It's like that child is an adult. No. Did you lose your snack? I got mine for you.
Well, why don't you just rock me to sleep? This is going to give the kid, never mind if he's the Antichrist or not, according to Crowley and Ethereal, because we already know how that worked out. But Warlock is going to have practically either a split personality or a hesitancy to do anything because he is getting 2 messages on how to conduct life. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this poor kid.
I will say the Antichrist at age 3 in the American Horror Story series did kill somebody.
Really? Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I find it odd that heaven has the mindset that like wars can't be avoided. Like, did they seriously quote? Yeah, they're quoting Sound of Music. I love the throwback though.
Yeah.
Common thread.
Yeah, he wasn't kidding about the nonstop Sound of Music. Okay, Old Grumpy Mama says that it's 4, so it's the Omen trilogy.
Ah.
Okay,
thank you,
that's
dear.
what that is. We appreciate it.
She knows her stuff.
Yeah.
She's always been great. I follow her on Twitch, and she does a lot of gaming stuff, and we do movie nights on her channel on Sundays.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to hang out on Twitch sometimes on Sundays then.
Yeah.
Because I know you're on. Are you still on there on Sunday
Yeah,
nights?
I'm from 7 to 8:30 or 9. And then on her channel at 9:00 at night on Sundays, it's always a different movie. And it's movies that I've never seen before. But usually the movies have tie-ins to either filmed in Canada or had famous Canadians working on it, either as actors, directors, so forth. So.
Oh, okay. We'll see you later, Anne.
Good luck writing, dear.
Yeah. Yes. Have a good writing session.
Warlock is a bright old little brat.
I know, right? And Warlock's not even the Antichrist.
I just love this moment. The Hellhound would be the key. What? You've never mentioned a Hellhound. Like let's not mince words.
Yeah. Sometimes Crowley, or sometimes Urkel does not catch on.
No.
What Crowley's trying to get him to do. It's like, look, let me this time tell you what I want you to do, okay?
I mean, it's the age-old ethics question of what was of life worth. Like if you're on a train where the brakes don't work, and there's one person in front of you, but five people in front of you, but if you divert the train to another track, it's only one person. What do you choose?
Mm-hmm.
They have actual, I was just saying they have magic, and they still do, like, Asterial still does like sleight of hand magic very poorly.
I know. So bad.
Okay, silent discos are lame in my opinion. I don't like them. If it's for you, cool. Just don't invite me.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what the Hound is going to look like on Earth. Because it's been so long. 3 years since I've seen this. I can't believe it.
I know.
Oh, that is such a dad move of like, I'm gonna eat something off the cake.
Yeah.
Having an 11-year-old seeing this, like, hey, the entire struggle of the entire like future of the world is going to be on your shoulders. I'm just like, I don't think my daughter would be able to handle it.
Yeah.
I mean, the ultimate, we just spent 11 years with the wrong boy.
I love that, though.
I know. Like, and because if you're, I was about to say immortal, like, you know, a mistake like that totally could happen easily.
Yeah. It's just like no time at all for them, except for that they know that they're waiting for a specific date.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh my God, that's what a Great Dane with like huge teeth. I couldn't remember if he had friends or not after the book when I watched this. I like Pepper.
I was like, wait, what?
They are putting an intensity to naming a dog. Like,
Oh. He's so cute.
Oh, it's adorable.
So perfect.
Okay, thank you for the friends at least looking at each other going, what just happened?
Like, this kid just willed himself a dog.
Makes me think of so Jay and Silent Bob in the movie Dogma. Jay was like, naked guys just don't fall out of the sky. And then Chris Rock fell out of the sky. And then Jay looks up and goes, naked women just don't fall out of the sky. This whole back and forth. I know what you smell like.
Yeah.
I will say the show Lucifer, the fact that Lucifer doesn't lie, I think is so cool.
Yeah. He will twist himself in knots, but he can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I love the way that he like literally tells the truth and people think he's just joking.
Again,
he's like, I told him.
It's that sociology with the wink and everything, the symbolism. I just got an... Oh, no, that was the end. Okay, I was like, I just got an ad. That was such a... Oh my God, I didn't expect that to end.
I know, I didn't either. That
it was literally so abrupt. It took me aback.
I was like, it's over.
Oh my god.
Guys, that's it. Wow.
Okay, so now I think I'm slowly remembering like cliffhangers and where it's just so easy to binge. So good luck to
Yeah.
anybody that is able to actually not watch all 6
All of it.
episodes in one day.
I think I watched all the episodes like and just stayed up literally because it like that. It just and I was like, oh, and let's just keep going. So very engaging.
Very
That's for
that was
sure.
good.
That was good.
Especially because so you have so what I really like about it is with the show is that the viewer is being privy to information and kind of know before the main characters, Asferial and Crowley, know of what's supposed to happen. So you're like, when are they going to find out? When are they going to find out? And then just the cute moment of, I don't want a big dog. And then the dog goes, like, wait a second. Just changes appropriately to fit. But I was actually expecting the dog to be in front of him and to be named, not like absent-mindedly, because we really, as a society, it's funny with dogs and cats and stuff, we usually don't pick their name until we see them, but yet many times, the majority of the time when it comes to us having children, we'll have a name picked out before the child's even born, before meeting them. So interesting. On that take, but yeah, God, I did not expect it to be abrupt, but I do like. We're talking about the physics of the world. That something we didn't even consider is that a demon can smell that the Hellhound found his master and such, and I'm kind of glad. That actually that we knew that Warlock was the wrong boy, because honestly, watching the scene of like, hey, the Hellhound should be with you. Oh yeah, I see it. Thanks. Bye. I think if we watched that without knowing there was another kid, and without knowing the switcheroo mess up, I think we wouldn't have gotten. It would have seemed like a jump for us to be like, how do you know you're at the wrong boy then? But having all the information as a reader and viewer before that moment helps.
It made it more fun and enjoyable to watch these little things where we're like, oh, we know this is not the right kid, versus where had they done it the other way, it would have been more of a reveal, like an, oh no.
And I think the reveal would have been too big of a jump for us to believe it, but knowing all that happened into this, being privy to that knowledge before the characters, I think it's helpful.
Yeah. Like we were just part of the game, kind of like we're part of the
we were the dungeon master, and we were waiting for them to roll.
Exactly.
But God, that was I'm gonna have to watch more. I'm gonna have to.
I think we picked a good one. So.
Yes, I'm excited, and luckily being only 6 episodes, and season 2 is going to be coming out, so we got to also get the second book for that. And I gotta look up the book series now too. Yes, sweetie.
I want to call Nana.
Okay, text her.
Okay.
My son wants to talk to grandma. So
now call Nana.
Yes, you want to call her. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming. I'm glad we were able to watch this. I hope we have not stolen too much of your time, and I actually do hope the show steals more of your time so that everybody can chat with us on Sunday on Nia's channel. Mom. I'm so glad. Yes, sweetie. At 12 p.m. Eastern. Good job.
Yes. We'll have a good time. We've got a lot to talk about. We have a guest coming on who's a huge fan, so I'm excited. So we'll see you guys Sunday at 12 Eastern. Vixen of Fiction is the name of my channel. You should be able to find it under that. And,
I got her YouTube link down below, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the link for the actual stream. I'll put that in the description below as well.
All right, sounds good.
Perfect. Bye, everybody.
And your next Flash Fiction. When is your next Flash Fiction?
So next Flash Fiction live will be I think it might be on I'll just say my channel for now. Saturday at 8:30. I can't remember when when Chandra gets back. She's been having technology issues as she's been out of state. But but we'll do Flash Fiction Live this Saturday, 8:30. Then also this weekend is the Cookie Kingdom Civil War write-a-thon, by the way. And that occurs, I believe, at starting 12 on the 17th, and then goes on till 2 or so on the 18th. I think I'm getting my dates right, but it's this weekend. A lot of people are going to be a part of that. And then we have Scripting the Books Sunday at 12 Eastern. And then I do my every Sunday night Twitch and everything. And actually, did you already plan for Writers Wrap Up or Writers AuthorTube React? And
AuthorTubers React is the following Saturday at, I think we're going at 6 p.m. on the 24th. So yeah, we've got a lot to talk about if you guys are in the writer and bookish realm of things. There's so much going on. What a time to have taken a break.
Yes. But now you got to catch up.
Yeah, so we'll have lots and lots to talk about. So come hang out with us sometime.
Yes.
We have fun.
If you can't get Good Omens in by Sunday, you can still watch. You can also watch on the back end. But for October, we are doing Coraline. It's only like 3 hours audiobook. Yeah. It could be faster if you speed it up. And then it's a movie. So you pretty much double the time in the movie, and that will equal the audiobook. And then you got the movie regular time. You'll be fine.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
yeah,
hang out with us, read the books, watch the shows. We have a good time. This was fun. I love to watch parties.
I mostly because it is the one time that I am completely, utterly allowed to talk through the show.
I know, right? The rest of the time
it's commentary. Any other time, it's like, shh, I'm trying to watch. I'm sorry, but here it's like, no, we gotta. Otherwise, people are just staring at two people staring.
Yeah, we could be doing anything.
Yeah,
exactly.
But if we're talking through it, and if someone's able to watch on their own screen outside of this, it works. And but yeah, all right. Well, thank you, dear, for coming. I know this was last minute. Like, we planned this yesterday afternoon and then finally pushed the promo out tomorrow, actually this morning. Yeah, and so I welcome anybody who is able to watch it. So
yeah, if you're watching on the replay, say hey in the description or in the comments below. And,
words, places, things.
Yes, words, things.
All right.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'll text her. All right.
All right, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
At this, Nano get, okay?
Okay. You